that stuff right before we need it.
Okay, so we're here with Molly Mcann, Liverpool MMA fighter, soon to be fighting on the 28th of October in the Echo Arena.
Yeah,
is that right? Just going to be asking a few questions just to get to know a little bit better on the lead up to a fight. So, how's it going? That was quite intense, that.
Yeah. It's going all right. I've got lots of energy, training smashing it, tickets are flying, sponsors is good, so I can't really complain.
Brilliant, brilliant. We had a little go then as well, or Reece did, especially after the end arm. So, Reece, was that quite intense?
Yeah, it was.
Trying to teach the boys how to do single legs is like pulling teeth.
Wasn't easy, I'll give you that one. So tell us a little bit about how you got into the sport then itself. When did it start? How long ago? Like, was there something calling you to it, or?
So in about 2009, I was the national champion of boxing, and I was working. 2010, I was working in a bar. Chris Fishgold, Danny Roberts, and Dean Garner was all in the mix, working on the door, and I was working in the bar. And he was like, "Come down to the gym and move this girl around called Rosie Sexton." And at the time, I think she was a world champion. She was like, I move around with her hands, and I walked into Next Generation Gym and I looked at it and I was like, that fucking stinks. Do you know what I mean? Like, I know boxing gyms stink. I was like, but this stinks. And I was watching jiu-jitsu and I was just thinking, I was so naive. I was like, what is this?
Yeah.
And 3 years later, still know all of them, still go down train there every now and then. I was on a night out and I was absolutely rotten, and I got sent home in a taxi. There was like, right, taxi for meatball, go on, go home. And in the taxi when I got home, I put the telly on and Ronda Rousey fought Liz Carmouche for the world title for the bantamweight in the UFC, and I thought, oh my god, I can do that. The next day, this was this Sunday morning, I emailed Paul Rimmer and I said, I want to do this. He was like, come down the gym. But the next day I learned an arm bar. And then the next day after that I went into uni and I was writing my dissertation, and I went into the class and I went, I'm not coming back. And they was like, you what? They was like, you finish uni in 3 months. I was like, I'll finish the course. I was like, but this is me calling. And I'm telling you, the lecturers was like, what are you doing? I was like, there's something about this that, and I've got a feeling, and when I've got a feeling, I've accomplished quite a little bit in different sports, and when I've known, right, I'm going to do that, I've generally tend to get it. So I thought, there's a genuine calling for me to come in.
Sometimes you can't ignore that, can you? When there's something there that is driving you and you just think, no, that's it, no matter what. Like, it's not worth wasting your time on certain things, is it? Which is kind of what we're doing as well.
Exactly.
You need to just give it 100% all the time. So obviously MMA is quite like a physical and demanding sport. So, you know, how do you keep yourself motivated at the times where you don't want to get out of bed and you just want to give up, or is it always 150% every day? Or?
So when I started boxing, or I started karate first, I always wanted to be a boxer, and my mum wouldn't let me. Oh, your nose, your face and all this. So I started karate, kickboxing, Thai boxing, boxing, and I was never allowed in the gym, or I was never allowed to do this. So you kind of get like, not a chip on your shoulder, but a point to prove where you've got to be the best at what you do. And I couldn't have that day where, I'm not motivated, I'm self-motivated. I didn't have training partners or coaches for years, and I just got up and did it on my own. So that's never an issue for me. Do you know what I mean? It's just not. The days when I'm feeling like shit or I'm sore, I still get in the gym and I might moan, but I'm still there. So at least going there and maybe not having the best session is just being sat on the couch, do you know what I mean? So
it's interesting that, 'cause a lot of people say like, oh, I need someone to go with, you look for gym partners and stuff, but it just goes to show you don't need one, do you? As long as you've got that mindset, you can...
Yeah, I think coming from the boxing background is like, amateur boxing, you normally have got 1 or 2 coaches, or especially 15 years ago, it'd be like 40 kids in a gym, especially in Toxteth. It's like, it's quite a impoverished like part of Liverpool, do you know what I mean? And you'd have one coach who'd sacrifice his time with his wife, his kids, his family to come in and change everyone else's life. And it was like, if you got 1 round on pads with your coach, because you can imagine there's 15 of us in the mirror shadow boxing, fighting for space in the mirror, these 6 to a bag, and you fight just to get 1 nice combo without kicking the other one and falling over. It's not a right to fight, it's a privilege, and it's not a right to train, it's a privilege. So if you get that 10 minutes or the hour with a coach, it's like, it's unreal. Like what I've said to Deck this whole fight camp is like, for someone to want to invest this time into me, I will always give my 100%, and even when I'm like moaning because something's not right, the next round I think shut up, stop being a bitch, just try and go with it.
It builds relationships and communities and things as well, doesn't it? And it's really good, like for the city, it's coming up now, and more and more people are getting involved in sessions, I am, and Reese's and that, and it just brings everyone together, and you just realise how many good people there are in the city who are willing to put the time into these things, and then it's shot, and as you say, people realise the calling in life then, and they realise all kinds of stuff.
Liverpool's a very working class city, and there's been a lot of like promotions when I've had to try and sell the city, and I haven't even had to sell the city because it's like, we're a working class community, and if one person succeeds, everyone's going to try and push that person to succeed also, and then they get bragging like, oh, that's my mate, do you know what, Molly, she's this, she's that, she's the other, but there's not. In working class cities, we're good at a few things, and it's normally football, fight and drinking. Do you know what I mean? So we're good at all of that.
So obviously, this little venture that we're doing is Project Success. Just wanted to know, what does the word success mean to you?
Oh God, these are a few different... That is a really good question, because it's not just... For me, success isn't sport. Do you know what I mean? For me, success is just having a positive output, and you achieving things that you set out to achieve. So some days in a fight camp I think, or in life everyone has got a Mount Everest, and no matter if you're Everest, say if you're a depressed person leaving the door and going to the shop, that's a success for that person if they manage to do it. Mine would be to win a world title or to provide for my family or whatever. That's success, but I don't see success as having things, it's goals and it's achievements.
Success is different to everyone, isn't it? And to us it's happiness and stuff, and to you as well, I suppose it is the same. Great, just one last question. October 28th, how's the fight going to play?
It's not going to last 2 minutes. I'm going to go and punch Resin.